catch up with everyone. So aloha, this is Leimomi, Keliikuli, psychic business mentor here, come from the Big Island of Hawaii, and I want to talk about what are the Akashic records, and also, why is it so useful for your personal and your business tools that will help you up level with ease. And basically how can you hustle and still hustle, but with less chaos. So anyway, if you are listening in, totally say hello, and I would like to connect with you, and just if you have any questions along the way while I'm sharing, totally let me know. Okay, so this subject is, I think, really interesting to everyone, just because I think we've heard about the Akashic records, and we kind of only think that it has to do with, just clearing something. Hi, Julia. If you're feeling like there's some blocks that is just not making any sense to you, that just feels like it's hard, and you're wondering why. So I'm going to explain to you basically and break it down as to what the Akashic records are. So yeah, again, if you're listening in, I see a lot of people listening in. Totally come jump in, okay, and say hello. So with this topic, actually, first let me introduce myself. Let me just share with you who I am, what I actually offer. So I am a psychic business mentor, and I actually help people, help driven entrepreneurs to up level with ease and in record-breaking time, honestly. And how I do that is I actually use the Akashic records. So this is why I decided to talk about this, because obviously that's my expertise. So, hi, Carolyn. So first I have to tell you, what is it about? Everybody heard about this, but you never really got the full explanation of it. So I'm going to explain to you in terms of the multidimensionality of what it is. Okay. So think of how we are connected on this internet right here. How are we connecting? How are we actually connecting? Can you even fathom the fact that we are connecting right now, right? I am here in Hawaii, you're over there, and you're just you are interconnecting with me at the moment, in this present moment, but it's all in this online space. That's kind of what the Akashic records is like. It's like the internet. You can get access to it. You can totally, feel into it. Hi, Carolyn. Yeah, I see you're listening in Singapore, and Gabrielle also. Nice to see you guys here. Okay, so to make it simply, that's what it is. The Akashic record is like the internet. How are we accessing this, honestly? We're actually accessing this, through the energy. If you know anything about crystals too, that the computer and everything is all running using crystals. It's the same thing in our body. We are crystallized. We are made out of water, right? So when we are accessing the Akashic records, we're actually accessing it within our heart. We have our micro and our macro parts, right? Everything that exists from within our heart. And it's hard to fathom, but really that is how everything exists at once right now. Okay? So how I can share about what the Akashic records does is, it's like information. It's like the information highway. Sometimes you can, change the text of it, change the picture of it. You can change, you can even delete things. You could add things. That's actually what the Akashic records is too. It's actually like a library. Okay, It's like a library that holds every information of every living being in it. So when you're accessing it, you actually can get unlimited amount of information. Unlimited. Unlimited. So that would mean that, like, I could, if I wanted to, even you could access probably information just asking a question. But the thing you need to know is that Akashic records are so specific. It's really specific. It's just information. So if you're not specific enough, you get like all kinds of crazy stuff, right? Like if you just type in the word monkey, for example, like you get all kinds of crazy stuff about monkeys, and you're like, well, you would have to be very specific. What kind of monkey is it? Until you actually need to pinpoint every little information about it until it's finally so clear, and you get the information that you need. So it's the same thing with your business needs, okay? With your business and with your personal, if you really want to know more about yourself and your soul, the information is there. Just some people knows how to access this better than others, and I'm just a complete expert at it. You could say I have a doctorate degree of this thing. That's how much I know information about this. So, why is that useful to know, right? Why would you need that information, right? And some information that's in there is positive or negative. And that positive and negative can actually really affect how you are presently, because the Akashic Records has your past, present, and your future all in there all at once. And we are all living this multidimensionality at the same time. We actually also have different aspects, like parallel realities that we're living at the same time. So think of it like you got 6 versions of yourself. You've got, which are parallel realities. Then you've got like 10 dimensional aspects of yourself all at the same time. So when you go into your Akashic Records, you actually have the ability to see different parts of who you are. And you can actually jump into different realities that you want to create and actually live the dream right now. So if you're just joining, say hello so I know that it's you. I see everybody's joining in. So why would you need that, right? Like, why would you need that? And the reason is because if you don't know who your soul is, what your soul's design, you can totally misalign everything else in your entire life and business at the same time. Because remember, I just told you, there's 10 dimensional aspects of ourselves right now. There's 6 parallel realities happening right now. So if you want to access the right parallel reality, the right dimensional aspects when you need it, right? Like you would need to know the right information to align to. So it gets really complicated. Hi Erica, hi Julia, hi Lanai, hi Cecilia also, and Robin. I missed you guys. So you'll be honestly disconnected. This is what happens when you're not aware of it. You become disconnected to your present reality, which is usually your 3rd dimensional aspect, which is our body, right? Like stuff we're doing with our body right now. Then you might not access, might not be able to access your 4th dimensional aspect, which is your mental and thought forms. And you also may not have the ability to access your Akashic Records, which is all the information that's stored about you. Wow, I have been receiving thoughts and messages kind of close to this, and I really appreciate your information. Yeah, yes, thanks, Julia. I'm trying to explain to you how complex this thing is, okay? Hi, Robin. Hi, Deborah from Shepperton, and Tammy. I've just finished my course in Akashic Records. Awesome. So, yes. Hi, Alexis. So, anyway, most people, the reason they come to a psychic or they come to somebody like Tammy who just took her Akashic Records course, there is so many different parts of what you need to access, and if you don't understand it, you can get really confused, right? You get this confusion going on. Hi Dee. So what you actually want to do is you want to clear the noise that is blocking you, and your personal, your business, all at once. If you cannot access your Akashic records, I totally recommend to like learn about this, just because it's just good information for you to know, especially about how your soul is designed. And that's basically the most important thing, is just knowing what your soul is like. So your personal and your business, they're actually interconnected. So everything you do personally, like if you have a fight with your husband or your wife, if you like have troubles in your any kind of relationships, that's going to affect your business. And if there's something wrong going with your like JV partnership with somebody, or something going on with your client, that's going to affect your personal life. Like, it's all interconnected, right? So if you actually want to have access to the complete abundance that your soul is capable of, you have to clear both, right? I know Alexis does this too with their Akashic records. You have to be able to clear both. You're going to have to know about your personal and your business. And you're going to need to know all these dimensional aspects I'm talking about to interconnect them, so that like a layer of cake, all 10 levels of your consciousness can be aligned, so that you can have pure abundance flow through. But if you have anything in your Akashic records that's just a little bit off, like let's say your past life stuff, which is your fifth dimensional aspect, is super, super off, then you've got like that dimensional aspect, your fifth dimensional aspect off, and then maybe your thought forms is all messed up, right? Like your beliefs is all not in the right direction. You got a lot of negative mindset, beliefs, and stuff like that. Then that's off, right? Then you've got a cake that's like not layered at all. It's like this, right? But you actually want all of your blueprints and everything to be so aligned that just source energy flows right through, and you don't have to worry about it, how it's going to affect your present life, what you actually want to create in the future, and also clearing the soul level blocks, which are going to be mostly in your past life related stuff. Okay, so I know I just did a whole spiel about Akashic records. If you have any questions, totally stop me, ask me, okay? So this is the energetics of business, okay? So when you want to make money, you have to line up what you are at soul level, which is usually, fifth dimensional nature, or your interaction with other people, your seventh dimensional aspect. They need to all line up together, and then it needs to line up to source, so that you can actually receive money into the third dimensional realm, right? But let's say like if your business offer is totally off, the way that you think about it, like, oh my God, like nobody's going to sign up for my offer, or like, oh my God, like I'm not going to be able to create the program in time, or whatever it is that you're blocking yourself, then what happens, the money doesn't come through in the third dimensional realm. So if there's any kind of misalignment in your personal and in your business at the same time, that dimensional aspect will not allow you to make money very quickly. So when you clear these soul level blocks, which lines up all of your manifesting blueprints and all of this stuff all together, you will have the access to receive the money, to receive everything else like this. Does Akashic Records course have to be done in person? Not necessarily. Akashic Records, you don't need that, actually. So for some reason, the sun just came out really strange here. Okay, then you can't see my face. Sorry about that. So you really actually have to know your access points. Like if you're an Akashic Records practitioner, totally you got to know your access points of how to help your clients to up level. And a lot of the times it's because their blueprints are not leveled. They're not interconnected. They're not, and then you have to like know what to clear in the personal or in the business, or what dimensional aspect needs to line up and stuff like that. Okay. So anybody have any questions? Like I see everybody's listening to me. But I don't hear anybody other than that I know that you're there. So that's the energetics of business. You want to line up to, number one, your divine gifts, which is actually what you're made of from source first, right? And when you line up to that, which is what you're at soul level, then money can come through and all of your blueprints can create money in the third dimensional reality. Okay? And then, like, can you do it online? Oh, I guess, yeah, you can totally, everything is all, like what you're doing right now, this is all online, right? Like we can access anything at any point, at any time. We're totally engrossed. Thank you, Robin. Yeah, I guess I'm like, kind of like, putting it all together to make it make more sense, okay? So to make everything all work in order for you to create and make sure that your personal and your business is in alignment, is you need a clearing. You need to clear all the blocks so much like that there will be like no residue, nothing can stop you from going and procrastinating or doing the other stuff that you don't really want to be doing. A lot of the reason that we have all these beliefs, these negative thought forms, these like feelings that just don't make sense, this irrational fear, these kind of things, is because our blueprints are in our Akashic records are not lined up. So when it's all lined up like a layer of cake, right? Then you'll have access to complete abundance, financial, mental, spiritual, everything, all created totally in abundance, right? So that is the reason you need to know about your Akashic records. And you do need somebody who knows what they're doing, honestly, like knows like how to access it and what to do with it, what kind of information you need to know and what to do with it. So anyway, that's the energetics of business. And then the second thing is where it's actually located is actually deep into our heart chakra. So whenever like I look into somebody's Akashic records, I'm actually accessing it in my heart. And it actually looks like a web. It looks like these neurons are a web that's interconnected. And this web-looking thing, or tapestry of all humanity, really is beautiful in terms of its imagery. But you don't actually need to. Some people can't see something visually. You can totally just feel it. Hi, Stephanie. So. And what you actually want to do is you want, again, like everything all to align to what you desire in your heart. So when you desire something and to create something in your life, in your business, your heart has to be there, has to be totally aligned to it, and you're ready for this new awakening, this new expansive nature. So I highly recommend you to really access it in your heart and really connect with the information of what your soul is, because that will give you so much knowledge about, in general, like about yourself and what you actually want to create now. Okay. So what true up-leveling is up-leveling your consciousness. So when we clear everything in your Akashic records, you up-level your awareness and your body, your emotional, your mental bodies, and your spheres of protection gets bigger. And the bigger you are, the more you're capable of expressing your soul's expression. Okay? But a lot of the times why we can't do what we're doing right now is because we don't have access to our heart, our soul, and we're just distracted by too much energetic noise. That's what I call it, right? So when you clear things that's in your Akashic records, you're actually clearing the mental charges that really affects you from focusing right now in this present moment, what you need, what you want to create. So there's so much reasons why you need an Akashic records clearing, okay? just to tell you that's super important. And what you actually need to do when you're up-leveling is you need to shift all of your realities, your parallel realities, your 10-dimensional aspects to line up to your dream reality. And to do that, when you're actually aligned to your divine gifts, your soul manifests what you desire faster. like instantaneously kind of a thing, okay? And then what happens is after the clearing, after you clear these soul level blocks, then your body, your mind, and your spirit can be totally integrated, and you don't hear any of this energetic noise any longer. Like literally it's permanently gone. You feel super clear. You feel so like present that no matter what comes and throws at you, like there's nothing that will be stopping you other than you not doing it, right? So this is the key. So if you are all about hustling and creating content and just keep going, right? Along the way, we get overwhelmed. And why we get overwhelmed is because the emotional mental charges of everything around us gets louder, and then we're not able to really focus on our present. Our past, our future, everything is all messed up, right? So we want to actually create a space so that you don't have any of those energetic noises affecting you. And that's how that's why you need a clearing in your Akashic records. Any of you on here, if you've ever taken in the clearing with me, can totally say like, what's the difference, right? A lot of my clients tell me that like literally the stuff that they had in their mind, the emotions that they had just is not there anymore. Light bulb moment. What was the light bulb moment, Robin? Totally share. When you are aligned to like every aspect of yourself, like then you don't have any blocks. Like you just do it. Like now, like I just do it. I don't have the blocks other than me not showing up and not doing it. And you do want everything to line up in your Akashic records, in your blueprints, aligned to what you're at soul level all at once. And then there you go. Like you are shifting into your dream realities moment after moment after moment. And you're operating in this most expansive nature that is just so natural to be that like you go from feeling very small to feeling very like expansive, and that will become your new normal. I think I talked about this yesterday. It was why when we have soul blocks, we're just from small to big, small to big, small to big. Like we're constantly going in and out, in and out, in and out. And feeling overwhelmed with everything going on in my mind. It's like a messy web in there. Yes, that's exactly what it's like. It's like a messy web. That's how the Akashic records are like it's just a messy web, and it's just information. And if it's like all messed up, the blueprints and everything is all messed up, then you don't have access to that like financial, mental, spiritual, everything for your personal and your business altogether. So if anyone have any questions, totally ask me. I would love to hear what you're thinking about the Akashic records, because some people, they just don't know like what to do with it. Other than you hear like it's super cool. But actually, in terms of for your business, you can literally clear any business blocks. Like if you had like misalignments from a business coach or something like that, I could actually clear those kind of like issues, the emotional mental charge between the two of you. And then that will make you more money, because a lot of it's just misaligning you, right? Like it's a misaligned energy that maybe have been manipulation that needed to be changed into love, or it could have been just some total misunderstanding, but actually energetically that problem or that emotional charge would be still there. So let's see, anybody have any you want to share, like any light bulb moments? Like I know like Robin just had a light bulb moment here. But yeah, like I said, like accessing the Akashic records, you can do it anytime. Can you then see where to go after being cleared? I'm not sure what you mean. Deborah says, wow, really? Yeah, you can I can literally clear that for you. Can you then see where to go after being cleared? So you mean like after you clear something, like where do you go after that? Is that what you mean, Dee? really, like, if you get any kind of clearing in general in your Akashic records, it's instantaneous, and then there's nothing else to really access unless you have, you know, some other issue that's coming up that doesn't make sense. I got your shell clearing, and it has been awesome. Oh, okay, yeah. So, like, you mean like after the shell, after I cleared the shell, like what happens afterwards? Anytime, like, okay, so like the shell for you, I was definitely clearing the mental and emotional patterns of another spirit that interrupted your ability to focus on now and have access to to manifest from your soul. And so when you don't have access to your soul, because a lot of people I find they have this shell on, and so this is what caused them to have too much like craziness in their head, irrational fear. So it's in some levels like panic attacks or anxiety, like unexplainable thoughts and emotions that don't feel theirs. And then once it's gone, it's gone. So like after I do the shell clearing, then the next level is to clear the past life stuff that is directly affecting your mental and emotional beliefs and thought patterns. And then what will happen is you will clear any relationships, anything related to those thought forms, to those vows, to those whatever was your soul level blocks. Yep, it worked great. I am feeling so grounded and in the now, like I've never had it so well. Yeah, right? Like what happens is after the clearing, you become more present in the now. Because what was happening was you were going like in the future, you were going like in your past, the parallel realities, like the 6 parallel realities, you might have been jumping in and out of them. You also might have been like the 10 dimensional aspects of yourself, you might have been accessing the wrong one. And so you're creating from like in your head instead of actually being present in the body, which actually you create money, you create good relationships and all of that, right? Makes sense? Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm answering your question. Kimberly, oh, I want a shell clearing. Yeah, yes, if you feel like makes no sense, like why you have this emotional mental stuff going on in your head, it honestly comes from maybe when you're a baby, especially if you're born in a hospital, and he says, yep, I am just here and it feels great. Yeah, doesn't it? Like you totally don't feel like you're like running around in your head. You feel more like you are yourself. So the shell, what I was saying is like it's if you were born in a hospital normally, and if you were born by someone that has like passed on, and you don't even need to even know who that is. It's just something that the soul might have had taken on for protection for some reason. And it's been protecting itself for so long that it doesn't remember who it is. How about my shell clearing? Yeah, well, I cleared your shell, Carolyn, so you should be good. Like, it literally, like, you be more expansive and your soul will feel, like, really capable of being present. Because you're not running around in circles in all of these different dimensions and parallel realities. You're actually being more present. That's what's really happening energetically. And so what actually really happens, like for Kimberly's question, like you won't, instead of like trying so hard to create something, it feels like you're just doing it, right? Like you're just doing it, right? You're not caring about things. I feel like my chakras got aligned. I feel right down to my belly chakra. Yes, so present. Yeah, that's what's happening too. Okay, to explain that also. What's happening is your connection back to source, and you are realigning from the crown all the way down to your sacral. So that's what happens. When you become present, actually you are living in your belly. Like you're living in your second chakra. There's no thought, there's no emotion, there's just like presence. When you do lots of training in your second chakra, there's literally like, there's just beingness. That's really what's happening. You're just being. So when I clear your shell or clear any of this like blocks and stuff like that, you literally get in your body and in your belly. Yeah, isn't that cool? Like you never thought like if I clear something out there that's related to my, emotional stuff, like how does it affect my body? You literally like jump in your body. So anyone have any other questions? I love this. I love interacting with you guys. It sounds like clearing helps let go of the ego. Oh yeah. The body is the ego. The body has the ego. That's where it comes from. So you will be able to more be in control of your body. Like the thoughts and emotions and stuff will not run in your head so much. Yes, yeah, I'm not worried about stuff. Oh God, yes, stuff is still happening, but I am like neutralized and yes, jumped into my body. That's what D says. Yeah, literally, that's what happened. You jumped into your body. Isn't that cool? I've done other kind of clearing work and I've done other kind of stuff like this. And I've also done teaching yoga and stuff like that. I do feel in my body, which I always ran away from. Yeah, Carolyn, actually, I don't know if you noticed it after the shell, because we did it yesterday, yeah. It's so subtle that you don't even notice that you're in your body until you're like, oh my God, I'm feeling different. I feel more present. I sleep better, or like these kind of symptoms. Like you said, not caring, but just knowing. Yeah, you would just kind of know like you're in there and you feel like you can create. Any other questions? I see everybody liking. Thank you. Okay, let's see if I touched everything. Energetics, where is located, access points. So ultimately, to stop the chaos from happening, I can tell you the secret. How do you stop the chaos? What do you think it is? Actually, I should ask you first. What do you think it is? Like, how do you go from hustling and feeling overwhelmed? And what actually really is happening? Yep, I slept like a baby and it's a very strong place to be and start from. Yeah, you definitely sleep better, D. What do you think? What is the one thing that will stop the chaos? I can tell you that I found that will stop your chaos. Like you can go from this hustling to actually like feel so in alignment and it stops chaos. How would you stop your chaos? We've been actually talking about it. We've been actually talking about it this whole time. But I'm gonna like tell you what it is. So you have like no suspense anymore. The key to hustling, get out of my head. Well, yes, definitely you want to get out of your head. So the key that stops the hustle from going from hustle and overwhelm to and then stopping the chaos is, hi Stefan, hi Ati, is Jamo. It's your body. Being present in your body. When chaos is happening, you're not in your body. That's really what's happening. So the secret is get in your belly, get in that second chakra, get in your body, and the chaos in your head. So in your head, which is your body, mind, and spirit, everything all connected, right? Like all of this is all happening all at once. The secret to stopping any kind of overwhelming thing is get in your body. So this is why dancing and walking and like doing creative stuff with your body, you know, like doing a push-up or doing a sit-up, if you want to stop the chaos, totally get in your body. That's how I do it too. I just go for a run. I literally like jump. You can do jump rope. And what you gotta do is you gotta make you gotta make your body move fast enough so that your mind stops. And then when you have access to that, then you also actually have more access to your Akashic records and all the information that you need to be present. And all of your divine soul blueprints, right? Like the layer of the cake, the 10-dimensional aspects, all line up. Your parallel realities, the 6 parallel realities line up, and you have more access to source energy, and you feel unlimited energy. You feel more focused. You feel more clear. Maybe you may not have a complete strategy of what to do with your problems, right? But honestly, if you get in your body, that will stop the chaos. Everybody like that? Everybody's quiet again. They're like, Oh, okay. Anyway, I probably have been here a very, very long time. I just told a whole bunch of stuff that I probably cleared a lot of stuff in your consciousness, even though that may not have made complete sense to you. Listen to the recording, like the replay again, and listen to this, and you'll get an epiphany. Yes. I was just thinking about that today when I was in my car. The radio was off, it was raining, and I was feeling very present at the moment. That is when that's where you experience peace. Peace actually comes from within, and the only way you feel peace is present. I do that every day. It gets me in flow. Yeah, see? Some people are just super good with moving their body, but then they don't know how to calm their mind. So then you would need meditation. You need to practice calming the mind. If you're doing too much stuff like, spiritual stuff and floating up in the air, then you should do more body stuff. Like move your body more. Because usually if you're doing a lot of things in your head, you're not moving your body. Or if you're moving your body constantly and too much, you're not actually calming your mind. And then you don't sleep. You don't feel like present. And then you worry about stuff. And then like it becomes a chaotic mess. And then everything else looks chaotic in your life. All right. Well, this was fun. I love this. I'm so happy that everybody's listening in. And even if you dropped off, like this, it's because I finally found the button to put live stream on my husband's phone. So that's why I can actually have conversations, because I was on my business page, like nobody's on my business page, right? Unless you subscribe to me. But I'm just so excited because I finally got to talk to all of you guys, and I will be doing this every day on live streams. And also I will be doing a program very soon. So if you're really interested in any of this stuff, and also if you feel like you need a clearing, totally reach out to me. You can PM message me. If this really enlightened you, I would love to hear your comment. You can comment below, or you can totally just personal message me on your own. And we can have a conversation. Just totally share. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Dee and Stefan. I'm not sure who else is here, and Carolyn. You guys are awesome. And I will be sharing amazing cool stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe. There's actually, I think, a button at the top of the screen here. Just make sure you push subscribe, and then you might get on your news feed when I go on live. Or, of course, if you see on your live stream, totally jump on as soon as you can. Because I want to share about these kind of like cool spiritual law and business strategy and mindset work, because I do all of these things. Including dream time healing work is what I also do. So I have like lots of topics to talk to you guys about. All right. Well, I love you all. You have an amazing evening. If you're sleeping already, it's like evening for me. Or it might be a daytime for you. But I will talk to you again tomorrow. Aloha.